Hi, my name is Leo, and these are my best friends Helen, Sandra, and Katie. We are the best of friends. We never part. We study together, go to extra classes together, and spend most of our free time together. I think anyone can envy our friendship, and it all would be alright if it were not for one annoying little thing. They're boyfriends. Well, they really bother us. Besides, they're also jealous of their girlfriends because of me. You see, if they're not confident in themselves, well, it's their problem, isn't it? I like girls, they like me. We're happy together. Okay, today I'm going to tell you my story. Make sure you watch it to the end. And please, tell me your opinion. I'm waiting for your answers in the comments. By the way, if you like to watch incredible stories, then subscribe to our channel. You're going to find a lot of cool videos here. Click the bell to stay tuned and never miss new videos. Okay, let's keep going. I guess you've already noticed I'm a handsome guy. Well, I got good genes from my family. Like from my dad, I got height and an athletic figure. From my mom, rare blue eyes and thick hair. When I was a little boy, all moms and grannies melted when they saw me. I grew up and nothing changed. Except that now I also have girls melting. By the way, girls started paying attention to me when I was in high school. I was a head taller than other guys. Thanks to boxing, I also got stronger and athletic, so I had 100 points ahead on my classmates. I never lacked girls' attention, even the girls from senior grades, and some students turned their heads gazing at me. Of course, it all flattered me, so I could not refuse to communicate with any of the girls. I always tried to give every one of them some of my attention. I think for the same reason, I didn't get along with the guys at all. They all just envied me. I guess every guy has a best friend. You hang out together, play computer games, discuss girls and some boyish things, but I've never had such a friend. And that's not because I didn't want to. It's just apparently all the guys saw me as a competitor. They believed themselves to look bad compared to me. Well, once I had a best friend, and things were all right until he saw his girlfriend and me kissing. But it's not my fault. She attacked me herself. We communicated together very well. Like, we went to the movies a couple of times, but I didn't give her any hints she might be interesting to me. I didn't flirt with her. Apparently, she thought otherwise. Anyway, now I have no guy friends. In fact, it was always easier for me to communicate with girls. Like, they understood me. They always listened to me when I had problems. They never refused when I asked them for help. Anyway, at 16, I realized I would rather make friends with girls than talking to guys. As I said before, I tried to talk to every girl who showed any interest in me. Why? Probably because I didn't want to offend anyone. It wasn't difficult for me to exchange one or two words with someone, and they all shone with happiness. Of course, I understood all these girls are trying so hard to make friends with me because they like me. They didn't say it out loud, but I could see it in their eyes. Their hearts melted when I smiled back at them or made a compliment. But some girls were really interesting to me, so we got closer. For example, we talked during the whole school lunch period, or we would work on a school project together. That's how we met Helen. She transferred to us when high school started. She caught my attention because she did not blush or stutter when I addressed her. She answered me calmly. She always looked into my eyes. But it was clear such attention really flattered her. Probably she was in love with me too, but she was wiser than other girls. Like, she didn't throw herself onto me. She didn't insist on dating me every time, and she was just there with me. She always helped me with my studies. She advised me on movies, and we exchanged our favorite music. 6 months later, when Helen realized she got firmly stuck in the friend zone, she started dating a guy from the basketball team. They had a great relationship, and Helen claimed she really liked Roy, but she spent every free minute with me, and that really annoyed her boyfriend. You may ask me why I didn't ask Helen to date me if I liked her. It's just, I thought if I did this, I would limit myself to only one girl, because I would have to talk to her only, and she would get jealous if I talked to other girls. So talking to only one girl is boring. I like to sweetly talk to one girl, the next day kiss in the park with another girl, and dance at a party with a third girl. That's much more fun. And if I have a girlfriend, I would have to pay all my attention to her only. I didn't like that. When Sandra got transferred to our class, they immediately found a common language with Helen. They even looked like sisters. Well, since I was Helen's best friend, the three of us got together. When Sandra invited me to dance at one of the parties and then tried to kiss me, I immediately decided to sort the things out. I explained to her I did not need any relationship. She could only be my friend. I didn't mind it. Sandra got upset first, but over time, she stopped looking in my direction with regrets and talked to me like a friend. Then she agreed to date a nice guy from our class. As expected, Anthony was not thrilled me and Sandra were friends, as he knew perfectly well his girl had once been in love with me, but she immediately warned him her friends were her choice, and she did not intend to stop communicating with me. Anthony agreed on that, but I often noticed his sideways glances in my direction. Me and Katie have been studying together since elementary school. It so happened that when we grew up, our moms started to communicate together. They worked together, found some common topics to talk about, and started visiting each other. That's why me and Katie started seeing each other outside of school. Suddenly, we've discovered we have a lot of common interests. For example, we both adore the Marvel Universe. We could watch Marvel movies all day long. At school, Katie stayed away. She did not dare show anyone we were close. But one day, I got tired of it. So I took her by the hand and brought her to our table in the cafeteria where we usually had lunch with Helen and Sandra. The girls were surprised. However, they had no other choice but to accept the new friend into our company. Over time, Katie got much more sociable and active. She was okay to approach me and talk at school if she needed anything. One day, my mom invited me to an important conversation, telling me that Katie had confessed to her mom that she liked me. Of course, I assumed this was possible, but I decided to pretend I didn't know anything. Katie behaved as usual, and she was quite comfortable with me, being my best friend. For a long time, Katie had been courted by the most popular A-plus student of our school. You know, people usually call such chumps mom's friend's son. He was kind of perfect in everything. Richard infuriated me with his perfectly pressed shirts and his boring voice. Katie went on a couple of dates with him. Then they announced they were dating. That's how we got our company. The four of us got along great. Even though each of the girls had once been in love with me, but none of them tries now to draw my attention to her. They often gathered at someone's place, discussing everything in the world, but I was forbidden to enter such parties. As I said before, everything was fine with everyone in this friendship, but the boyfriends of my friends were dissatisfied. They constantly reproached the girls for spending too much time in my company. Some couples started quarreling because their boyfriends got jealous. All the girls started complaining their boyfriends did not understand them and did not want to accept we were just friends. In fact, if I were in their shoes, I would also be jealous of my girlfriend if she had a friend like me. Handsome, tall, fit, charming, who's always flirting with other girls. Anyway, I understood everything, but I didn't want to stop communicating with my girlfriends. I got used to the fact that they were constantly with me. They always helped me and took care of me. Once, when I was seriously ill and my parents were on vacation in another country, my girls arranged a duty at my house. They cooked, brought me some medicine, and totally ignored their boyfriends. They declined meetings with them because I needed help and support. Just recently in a cafe, I accidentally bumped into Roy, Anthony, and Richard. They were sitting together, actively discussing something. When they saw me, they immediately stopped talking and turned away, pretending they didn't know me. I seriously wondered if I should be afraid these three would take revenge on me. Yeah, they were jealous of their girls, but that's their problem. I'm not doing anything bad with them. It's just apparently girls feel more interesting and fun to me rather than their boyfriends. That's my story. I need your opinion. What do you think of it? I want to know how the story looks from the outside. Am I really behaving wrong and giving a real cause for jealousy, or is it just because Roy, Anthony, and Richard are not so confident in themselves? Maybe they should give more of their attention to the girls and not to me. Anyway, write your opinion in the comments. I will read all of them and try to answer everyone. That's it for today. Bye!